everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nara and I am obsessed with reading. So if you do too, please subscribe because we have a lot of things to talk about today. Okay, so this one is being very needy today for some reason. So what do you want? Tell us. Anyways, we are going to be doing today my first ever monthly TBR. So I have a jar full of prompts and I want to pick 3 of them and just add them to my physical TBR because I have way too many books in my library that have not been read yet, and I need to get on these books as soon as possible because I keep buying books and just read on my Kindle, which I have Kindle Unlimited, and it's embarrassing. I have to say it's embarrassing. I have to read my books, my physical TBR, because it needs to get done, right? So yeah, let's do exactly that. First, I want to pick 3 of these prompts and look for whatever we find in my library. And if I don't find them in my library, then I can look for the book on my Kindle and see if I can read them on my Kindle instead. So yeah. Okay, so what I did is I think I have about like 20 to 25 TBR prompt. I just wrote a TBR prompt list and I found most of them actually on Cassandra Stinger's website. I just want to give her credits because she had so many great ideas. And I actually will link it down below if you guys want to be inspired. So yeah, we have our prompts. Let's pick 3 of them. Okay, so the first prompt no, but I have to. A contemporary romance. Okay, well, I don't think I have one. I only have fantasy romances. So let's see on my Kindle. I think I actually already have the Chestnut Spring series on my Kindle Unlimited library. So maybe that? Ugh. If you know me, you know I don't want to say I don't like, because I haven't read many contemporary romances. But yeah, it's not my favorite genre, but I want to be better at picking up new genre in 2025. So yeah, I guess I'm going to start with either the Chestnut Spring series or the Rose Hill, or whatever the series you have to start with from Elsie Silver, because I have heard so many good reviews about her series, and I think she is such a great author because it is such a consensus in the book talk or the booktube community. I feel like everyone loved Elsie Silver, so I think it is a good book to start with. So yeah, first one, I'll just leave that somewhere else so I don't have to pick it up again. Second one, hopefully it's something that I can grab from my library. A book with a title you love. Oh, I like this. I like this. I think I found the book that I love the title actually. And it's funny because I was very drawn to that book without even knowing. And after knowing that a lot of people liked it, I immediately bought it. And it was actually one of the picks on... What happened? Whatever. One of the books that I picked for my 24 reading challenge. If you haven't watched that video, you should absolutely watch it because it was just so funny to read as many books as I could for 24 hours. I will link that video down below. But the book that I chose is Bewitched from Laura Thalassa. I actually read Rhapsodic, which I liked a lot. And I've heard a lot of good reviews about this book, and I'm very excited because it looks very interesting. I love everything that is about witches, not even just the title. I feel like even the cover is very interesting. So yeah, let's add this to the TBR. Next, we have a purple cover book. Okay, I don't have many. I think I just have like maybe one or two. Let's check. Okay, so I have 3 books that have purple covers, and here they are. They're so pretty. I like them. And actually this one has even like spread edges that are purple, which is very fun. So the first book is To Kill a Shadow from Catherine Quinn. It looks so beautiful. I love, love, love the flowers. And it says, Defy the night. Is it part of the series? In a world of darkness, become the nightmare. I love this. There's nothing in the back, like there's no blurb in the back, which is kind of interesting because I think they always have blurbs. I just want to see, the blurb is here. What does it say? Jude Maddox knows nothing of love or even light. He knows only his grim duty has the hand of death to lead the knights in the eternal stars into a land filled with nightmares and certain demise. It's only when he sees her, a young woman with wild amber eyes, who's as fierce, defiant, and swift as the shadow beasts themselves, that he feels the warmth of life in his blood. That is so cute. The other knights may fear the little commander with his hard, merciless demeanor. Outcast Kiara Frey sees only a leader, a man who knows how to survive, someone like her. But wanting him is as treacherous as the shadows themselves, and just as seductive. With a kingdom on the verge of collapse, the knights must know how to venture into the darkest heart of the land and uncover the secrets of the misted shadows, where evil will prey upon their minds and feast on their flesh. It will betray their senses, it will surpass their nightmares. Most of them will die, but they have no other choice because the only way to fight darkness is to become it. This looks so interesting. I like this. The next one is Brightly Burning, a gothic romantic mystery with hints of Jane Eyre, Marisa Meyer, and Kiera Cass. Oh, interesting. Can love conquer deception or intrigue? Stella leaves poverty behind when she quits her en- engineering job aboard the Stalwart to become a governess on a private ship. On the Rochester, There's no water. Ugh! On the Rochester, there is no water ration, more books than one person could devour in a lifetime, and an AI who seems more friend than robots. Oh, I feel like this is not a romantasy, which is kind of interesting. But no one warns Stella that the ship seems to be haunted, nor that it may be involved in a conspiracy that could topple the entire interstellar fleet. Surrounded by mysteries, Stella finds her equal in the brooding but kind 19 years old Captain Hugo. When several attempts on his life spark more questions than answers, and the beautiful Bianca Ingram appears at Hugo's request, his unpredictable behavior causes Stella's suspicions to mount. Without knowing who to trust, Stella must decide whether to follow her head or her heart. I am very confused. I don't understand half of what just I don't understand half of what was just described. She's going on a ship, and there is AI, and it's gothic, and there is even fiction because it might be hunted. Listen, sometimes you don't have to ask questions, you just have to read it for yourself and figure it out. So the last book is Violet Made of Thorns, and it was also part of the books that I wanted to pick for my 24 reading challenge. And this one is actually described as an enemies to lovers fantasy starring morally Gray's characters, which is everything I want. So yeah, what do we pick now? I feel like picking up To Kill a Shadow. I don't know why I feel very drawn to this book, and I think it would be a good pick if I feel like just, mood reading and just pick something that is fun and intriguing. So yeah, that is the third book that I think we are going to pick. So there we go. We have the three books from our TBR prompt jar. I also already made a list of books that I want to read in January. While I'm filming this, it is actually not January 1st yet. We are the day before. And I already started one of the book series that I wanted to read in 2025, which is Kiss of Iron from Claire Sager. I think this book is so underrated for what it is. I think I'm maybe 30% in and I am already devouring it. I love it so much, which is kind of crazy because I just finished the last book in the Akatar series and I thought I was going to slump so hard. And so, since I already knew so many people loved this series, I thought, you know what, I'll just pick it up and see if it just takes me out of my slump. I think I will not be slumping after Akatar, which is such a good news for me because I know that if I slump, I will stop reading and just will not be able to pick anything else. And it's just going to be depressing, and I do not want that. So, the book I'm currently reading is A Kiss of Iron from Claire Sager, and this book surprised me in so many ways. First of all, I thought it was going to be hard to start, just like every fantasy romance. You always get this whole world building type of beginning, and I think that this one is very special because you start right into action where things are happening already. And it is about a noble woman called Catherine, and she is on the verge of losing all of her money because of her husband's debt gamblings. And so, for that reason, she has no other choice to steal from the rich. One day, she gets a letter from the queen asking her to be part of her court, and she pretty much asks her to spy on another kingdom, which is a fake kingdom. And for that reason, she has to play a game of seduction and deceit to learn about all the secrets in this court. And so for me, this is everything I want in a fantasy romance. I want deceit, I want angst, I want tension, I want back and forth, I want banters. This is just so good. Honestly, if you liked Akatar, if you liked Guild, if you liked From Blood and Ash, if these are all books that you enjoyed, you should definitely check this out because it is really, really good and I think it is so underrated. I feel like the writing is so easy to follow. It is so well written, and you just get embarked in this journey right away, which is just so fun. I love it so much. Court politic is everything to me. I love, love, love when there's wars, when there's different courts that have to deal with all of these rules and laws, and it's just I love it so much. And I love, of course, the romance. I think the best fantasy romance is an even mix of plot, character development, found family, but also court politics, laws and rules, war between kingdoms or courts. I love this part of a fantasy romance just as much as I love the romance part of it, the seduction, the angst, the tension, the banters, the back and forth. For me, the best of the best romantasy are the perfect mixed and equal mixed of both of these tropes that will help you just create the best story. And I think that A Kiss of Iron is one of the best examples among Akatar, Throne of Glass, Guild, From Blood and Ash, and all of these amazing fantasies out there. So yeah, I think you should check it out because it is so good. Okay, so now I am currently reading this series, which is actually called, let me check. It is called Shadows of the Tenebrous Court, and actually we are December 31st, and the third one just came out. So I am reading the first one because I really wanted to have the third one in my pocket when I started the series. I do not know if it's an ongoing series or if it is completed. I will let you guys know about that. Other books that I would love to read in January. So one thing about me is my OCD is so bad that I actually made a monthly TBR of books that I absolutely want to read each month, and I left myself some space to add some of the books that I want to add from my TBR jar. But yeah, I already know pretty much all of the books that I'm gonna have to read during the month of January. So first is, of course, the first book in the Shadow of the Tenebrous Court, which is A Kiss of Iron. I also want to get to book 2 and then book 3. Next, I want to read in January, and I think I am the last person on this planet who hasn't read this book series, and it is Fourth Wing. I have heard so many good things about Fourth Wing. People love it, then they don't hate Iron Flame. So many love Iron Flame, and then they haven't loved Fourth Wing as much as Iron Flame. Everyone has an opinion on it, and I need to make my own. And I will be reading Fourth Wing and Iron Flame in preparation to read Onyx Storm that is going out in January 21st, which is in 3 weeks. Crazy. So I waited this long because I think I would have forgotten all of the plot if I read it like 5 months ago. So I'm very happy I did wait. I tried to avoid all of the spoilers on TikTok and Instagram because I didn't want to hear, I didn't want to see, I didn't want to know about it. So I pretty much have no idea what this series is about. I know there's dragons, I know there's trials, I think. Not maybe not trials, but I think like there's like an academic setting, which I love. And so yeah, I'm very excited. The third series that I would love to read this month is from Helen Schwerer, and it is The Legend of Tesmar. And the reason why I actually want to read the series is because she is coming out with another series. I don't know if it is before or after the Legend of Tesmar series, but I want to get into that wagon of reading books when they are coming out, and so I want to get up to date with this series. I think there is I think it's a quartet. I think there's 4 books in that series. So yeah, with the 3 books that I just picked, and then Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm, and then the 3 books from Claire Sager, we are about at least 12 books, which is a lot, I know, but I'm someone who reads a lot of books in a month. I typically read between 9 to 12 books a month. I think the most I've read, I think it was 12 or 13. But yeah, that is all the books that I want to read in the month of January. We have a lot of work to do, so I am going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you guys in another video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye!